What's up, guys? Welcome to the first ever Team Solemn Circus combo video. Today we're going over heroes. This is going to be a hero one. We did do a deck profile because we want to see what it is about. It is on the channel. I'll link it up probably in the right around here. But yeah, so we're going to be showing off 3 to 4 combos as well as 2 test stands for the deck. I'm really enjoying the deck, and you guys wanted to see some more of it, so we're going to be diving in right here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's dive into combo number 1. So combo number 1 is going to be Ferris plus any other hero discard. We are going to be using the Vion because of the fact that we are playing 2 of it. It can really be anything. This is just the one we chose. This combo can actually also be done with a hero lives. If you just want to be a one card combo, you just activate this, summon out Stratos, and then Stratos effect will add the Ferris. You normal summon the Ferris by tributing the Stratos, and then it's just essentially the same combo. So important to note. We're going to be doing it with these 2 instead. So here we're going to be going standby phase, main phase, activate Ferris, discarding the Vion, summoning itself out. Summon placement is important, so we're going to be doing it in there. As well as you can put it in defense because, you know, if you do get stops, you want to have your stuff in defense. Here where the effect's going to activate, it's going to be placing the increase into the spell and trap card zone. Here we can activate the increase effect, tributing off the Ferris, summon itself out. Here the increase effect will activate, summoning out the Vion. Then Vion effect is going to activate, sending the malicious to the graveyard. Here we can activate the Vion effect, banishing the Ferris. You could also banish the Vion if you wanted to be able to search for a polymerization. Never forget this effect. I play 2 polys, so even if you have 1 poly in hand, you activate it. Like, poly itself is a crazy card, as well as you don't really care about your Ferris is being banished. You could banish Vion if you wanted to play with the Shining, like we are playing the Shining, so you can kind of add it back if you want to play around those kind of stuff. Just good to note, really. Then here we're going to be activating, or we're not going to be activating effects. We're going to be link summoning into the Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader effect is going to activate, summoning back out the malicious. Activate the effect, tributing itself off. Search for the denier. Here we're going to activate the effect of Mali, summoning itself, or banishing itself to summon out the malicious. And here we have a level 6 as well as a D hero, so we're going to activate the polymerization, fusing these 2 away for good old DPE, the best boy. So here we have a few other options we can activate. We're going to activate the effect of Denier here, summoning itself out, and then we're going to be placing, or you can activate the Denier effect, placing the malicious back on the top of the deck. Then we're going to be linking away for the Wonder Driver. And Wonder Driver's effect will be able to place polymerization or any other fusion in a graveyard when a hero is summoned to it. So we can activate the effect of the Mali, once again, banishing itself, summon it out, and then Wonder Driver effect is going to be activating here, setting the polymerization to our side of the field. Wonder Driver is a light and malicious is a dark, so we're going to need to activate the effect of polymerization, fusing these 2 together for a Sunrise. Sunrise effect is going to be able to activate here, which is going to be able to search you for the Miracle Fusion. Here we can activate the Miracle Fusion, which is going to let us fusion summon with this and any other hero we want. So we're going to be choosing, really doesn't matter here. Obviously, you don't want to go for your Denier, one of the best cards in your deck. We'll be using the Wonder Driver and that to go into the new Awaking Your Elemental Hero. So here, it's summon onto the field. And they have a few options. So you don't want to use your DPE because you are afraid of Nib, and you know they'll hold it for your DPE effect. So you could, if you wanted to, go end phase, and then during the end phase activate DPE because they cannot Nib you during the end phase, popping these 2, and then you're going to be activating the effect of Wake Up Your Elemental Hero as well as DPE, which will be able to summon. Oh, wrong card. We'll be able to summon out the Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist effect is going to activate here. It's going to be searching you for the mass change, and then during the end phase, you can also activate this, send it to summon out your Dark Claw. You won't get the Shadow Mist effect this turn if you do that. So it's important to note, but this does kind of like not dodge Nibiru, but kind of like protects you from Nibiru. The other thing you can do is you can, back to this, you can just go in your main phase still, activate DPE, popping these 2. But the thing is if they end up nibbing you right here, it really sucks because you won't get your DPE. Well, I guess you will get your DPE effect. It's just kind of unfortunate. Actually, you do not get the DPE effect, so So like you'll be losing your DP graveyard effect, which kind of sucks, and which is really good for the board deck. So being able to go like end phase, pop, and then summon, and search for this, and then still during end phase, activate. You don't get your Shadow Mist effect, but at the same time, normally you don't just have one card in hand or two cards in the regard of Ferris. And then during the standby phase, this will come back, and then you have your DP as well. And DP is lowering pretty much everything by like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 stuff. So this also can be done. It's actually it's more than 700. It is 14. So people are losing 14 attack, which is pretty huge. You can also do that with the Hero Lives by summoning out the Stratos, as we mentioned earlier. That's really it for the first combo, and I guess if you do not do this during the end phase, if you do not save your DP for the end phase to pop the Elemental Hero, you do it during the main phase, you will be able to set this instead and then activate it during your standby phase to make that Dark Law, and then you will be able to get the Stratos effect as well. That's it for the first combo. Now moving on to combo number 2. This one's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna be seeing this is the best combo I guess you have to play, but you are playing into Nib. But that's really just the hero death. We're gonna be playing with the Stratos. This could also be, you know, any Rhoda, or it could also be your Hero Lives. But that and Malicious. This is like the best combo. Normally you're gonna be having like 3 other cards in hand as well. Like it's just pretty crazy. So we're gonna normal summon out the Stratos here, activating the effect. It's gonna be searching for the Ferris. Ferris can activate, discarding the best discard in the deck, going for that Mally, which is gonna be right here. Then when you see it summon itself out, its effect's gonna activate, which is going to be setting the increase on the side of the field. And then we're gonna activate the increase effect, shivering it off, summoning itself out, and then activating the effect, which is summon out the Vion here. Sorry, just fixing the zones up. Vion effect is going to activate, which is going to send. We already have Malicious engraved, so we can send the Denier. There's other cards you can send as well. Like let's say you already have Denier in the hand, you could send your Shadow Mist or really any other card. Sometimes it's also good to send your Plasma if you don't plan on summoning it, as well as Liquid Soldier, because this effect can be activated when you use it for your, which you're going to see later, the Miracle Fusion. So just important to note if you already have those stuff in hand. Then we're going to activate the effect, banishing the Ferris to search for Polymerization, because this card's absolutely broken here. And here we link these. No, we don't. What do we do here? I believe we activate the Polymerization to fuse these 2 away to make the Sunrise. Sunrise effect's going to activate, searching us, the Miracle Fusion. Here we activate Malicious, and then it's going to be something out another Malicious. And I believe we then link away into the Cross. Yeah, here we link away into Cross Crusader. Here, we're going to activate Cross Crusader effect, rewarning the Denier. Denier effect is going to activate. We're putting the Mally back on the top of the deck. I'm just going to zoom out for you guys there. Putting Mally back on the top of the deck. And this is also in the graveyard. I don't know why it's not. And then here we can activate the effect, popping the Denier, searching for Dark Angel. You could search for Plasma if you have other monsters on your field as well, but this is just part of the Dark Angel lock. This is like the ultimate combo. Here then we go into the Wonder Driver, and we can then activate, where is it? We can then activate the Malicious, banishing itself, to summon out the Mally. And then we can activate the Denier here, summoning itself out. The Wonder Driver is going to trigger, which is going to be able to reset us the Polymerization. Here you can activate Polymerization, fusing these 2 away for our good old DPE, the best card in the deck. And then you can activate Miracle Fusion here, which is going to be able to let you banish your Sunrise, and then any double you have. We don't really have any doubles here, so we're going to be going with Doesn't really matter, but you just have to keep increase in the graveyard. We're going to go in for the Vion there. And that's going to be summoning out the Wake Up. So here it's important to note that this is going to let you have to activate this during the main phase if you want to go to the Dark Angel lock. Because if you look in the graveyard here, we only have 2 Destiny Heroes in the grave. So here you have to go DPE effect, popping these 2. And then you're going to go Chain Link 1, Wake Up, Chain Link 2, DPE. And then Wake Up's going to be able to summon out the Stratos. Stratos going to be able to activate the effect, searching for your Mass Change. And now we have Mass Change and then Dark Angel onto the field. And we also have 3 heroes in the graveyard. So we're going to be able to activate the effect of Dark Angel, sending itself to the graveyard, and then it's going to summon itself out to the opponent's side of the field. And this essentially destroys Branded. They can't activate any spells, which is kind of rough. I know it hurts Rika a lot, and Cashier gives them a monster. So, you know, very, very rough to play. No special summon Fenrir, no special summon with that Unicorn, no special summon nothing there. And then you also have the Dark Mass Change as well, so you're going to be able to set that. And then during your standby phase, we're going to be seeing DPE come back onto the field, summoning itself under the Wonder Driver. Wonder Driver effect will allow you to set one of these 2. Depending on what you have else in your hand, I would set the Miracle Fusion myself, because you will have another Polymerization in the deck. And then here you can just go activate the Mass Change, sending this, and then you're going to be summoning out your Dark Claw here. And then Shadow Mist effect is going to activate, which is going to search you for anything. You can search for follow-up with the Liquid Soldier. You can search for follow-up with the Vion. You can search for follow-up with a Stratos. Or if you're playing the Honest Neos, you can go for that as well. And then here you have your Miracle Fusion for follow-up. You still have a DPE effect, and your opponent has the Evil Angel, the Dark Angel here. So let's say you turned it to battle phase. Here you can go activate the effect, or let's say they summon another monster. You can go activate effect, popping this and then any other card on the field. And then now they're still locked on their Dark Angel. They crash into it, nothing's going to happen. They take damage, so they're pretty much forced to have like another special summon monster. And even then, you can't really get rid of the Dark Angel unless they link it away. As well as like that was a 2-card combo. That's like the ultimate combo of the deck. And then you have follow-up to go for like any big monster you need, or for an OTK. So that's for it for like the combos. We can show off another one, but like that's going to be part of the test hand videos. So moving on to test hands here. So I thought I was going to show some more combos, but really just like 2 combos is really just enough. Like it's hard to show combos off. I'm no specialist of the deck, so I'm just going to be saying that I don't think this is 40 cards right now. This is really just the bare minimum for bones, so this could be a little bit off, but we're going to be drawing here. So here we have a really nice hand. This essentially means we don't have to go for Sunrise. You're going to sometimes go for Sunrise or another hero anyways, but this is a very nice hand. We also have the Mass Change. So here we're going to be activating the Rhoda, which you can use to search us for the Stratos. So searching for a Stratos there. This is going to be in the graveyard. Then we're going to be normal summoning out the Stratos, activating the effect here, and we can search for the Mally. So as you guys can see, this is a pretty exactly like the other combo we just showed you guys. Here we're going to activate the Ferris, discarding the Mally, summoning itself out, activating the effect here, which is going to be able to put the increase onto the field. Here you're going to activate the increase effect, popping this, summoning itself out. Its effect's going to activate. You know, we've already been over this. Sorry if it's getting a little bit repetitive. And then Vion effect's going to activate here. We could send either the copy of Denier, or we could send the Liquid Soldier, because we have the Miracle Fusion already here. So I guess we have really choices. We just did the Denier, so I think here we're going to be going for the Liquid Soldier. It's not always optimal, but, you know, we're going to see what we can get. Here we're going to activate the effect, banishing the Ferris in the graveyard. Search for Polymerization. And then we can go into our Cross Crusader. cross-rated effect is going to activate, summoning back out the malicious. And then we can activate the effect to be able to search for the denier here, because you really have access to everything. Maybe sending the e-hero is probably not the best idea, but and then so here we can go activate the effect of Mali, banishing itself to summon. And I think here we're going to go effect of polymerization using these two to go for DPE. So now we have Ash, Miracle Fusion, and Mass Change in the hand. So here we can go activate Miracle Fusion, banishing the Liquid Soldier as well as our Vion, which is going to lead us to the Absolute Zero. And then we can activate the effect of Liquid Soldier here, which will allow us to draw 2 cards. We'll give it a shuffle first. And then we're going to cut. And then we're going to draw 2 and then discard. Wow, okay, that's pretty great. Easy discard. Going for the hero lives. We have monsters on our field. That's pretty nutty that we drew into the Dark Angel. Well, don't know what to say. So here, summoning the Absolute Zero is good because during your opponent's turn, if they do end up making a board, you don't have to worry about it. You can just go DP effect, pop this, and then pop like a back row, and then this will just wipe their whole field. So it's really nice for that. But we have other options we can go for as well. So here we can go for the Link 2 into our Wonder Driver. And then we can activate the effect of Denier, which is going to be summoning itself out. And then we can activate Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, or vice versa, which we will reset either the Polymerization or the Miracle Fusion. In this case, I would reset the Miracle Fusion, and then it's going to be, targeting the Malicious and putting it back on the top of the deck. So now we have that set. And here we can go Mali effect. Actually, we don't even need to use a Mali effect here. That's actually kind of crazy. Because we have Mass Change, which would be able to send the Denier to the graveyard to get the effect. Here, the unfortunate thing is we can't really get our Dark Angel on the field unless we want to use DPE, which definitely does not play around Nibiru, which is kind of unfortunate there. But if we really wanted to, we could go DPE effect, popping these two, and then DPE effect in the graveyard. We'll activate, and then we can go Evil Angel effect, discard itself. We have the 3 in the graveyard, summoning itself onto the opponent's side of the field, and then we can go Mali effect, banish itself, put this on the field, and then we have the Mass Change we can set as well, and then during the standby phase, DP will come back out. You'd summon it into Wonder Driver Zone here, so we can activate the effect, which will be able to reset the Polymerization. And now you have Ash Blossom, DPE, popping the Absolute Zero, which will board wipe. If you are playing against a trap deck, you could also go Mask Change, tag that out, summon out the Acid, and then go DP effect, pop this, and, well, when this card's summoned. So actually, you don't even have to pop it. So you just be able to summon this out, and then this effect will activate, wiping the back row completely, which is kind of fun. And then obviously, you would have DP to pop your Mali. But otherwise, you can also just go Mass Change and then go into your good friend Darklaw here. And you still have Ash Blossom, you have Poly, and you have Miracle Fusion for the follow-up because, being able to summon out, wake up your elemental hero with as many monsters on the field is crazy. As well as, not to mention, Destiny Hero is currently lowering a lot of stuff there, which is kind of good. That's it for the first test hand. A different variation of what you guys want to see. Kind of want to show you guys some stuff. This may be a pretty scuffed video, but we're going over it once again. If you guys are enjoying the video, don't forget to like that subscribe button. What am I saying? don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as like the video if you guys want to see some more more adequate combos. I don't really know any other really ones that there is. I'm very new to heroes, but we're going to be going into the Plasma, Hero Lives, Stratos, Ash Blossom, and then Shadow Mist. So not too bad here. We're obviously going to activate a Hero Lives, you know, one of the best cards in the deck. I really hope this card doesn't get hit because of Mana Dome, but, you know, you never know. And we're going to be summoning out the Stratos here. Strato effect is going to activate, searching us for the Ferris, because Stratos effect is not once per turn. By the way, I'd like to mention that. Pretty crazy. So we have a few options here. We can go the Ferris, which we'll be able to pitch the second Stratos or a Shadow Mist if you wanted to. Summoning itself out, activating the effect here, which is going to put the increase. Increase effect, activate to pop. Then we're going to be able to put the Vion on the field. Vion effect's going to activate. We do not have Mali access right now, so we'll be able to send that, and then we'll be able to activate the effect. Banishing to search for Polymerization. You could activate the Shadow Mist effect if you wanted to when you did descend it to the graveyard for the Ferris, but we're going to be trying to go into the E-Hero, so we're going to not be activating that because we don't have any access to Mass Change right now. So here we have Plasma, Stratos, and then the stuff. We have not normal summoned yet. So if we wanted to, we could normal summon out the Stratos, activate the effect, search for Denier, activate Polymerization, use, well, summon out Malicious. They can go for the DPE, but there's other options as well that we can do here. So we're going to link away those two for the Cross Crusader. Then Cross Trader effects going to activate, summoning out the Malicious. And then we're going to activate the Cross Trader, pop Malicious, summoning out, or searching for the Denier there. Then we're going to activate the Malicious, banishing itself to summon out a second copy of it. Then we can activate the Polymerization, fusing these two together to make the boy DPE. You guys are seeing a trend here. It is DPE is the heart of the deck. And then here we have a few options. So, you know, this is obviously in the graveyard. We can choose to link away those two to go for our Wonder Driver. And then we can activate the effect of Denier, summoning itself out into a zone. And then we're going to be seeing the Wonder Driver effect. We'll be able to reset the Polymerization. And then Denier will be able to put back the Mali. And then we can activate the Mali effect, once again, summoning itself out, or banishing the copy and summoning the one out from the deck, I should say. And if we wanted to here, we could go into the Plasma, but we haven't used our normal summon yet. So we can actually normal summon out Stratos, activate the effect here, because it is not once per turn, kind of busted. Searching for any follow-up that we want, which we are going to be searching for the Liquid Soldier. One of the best follow-up in the game here. And we actually have a few options. We could activate the Polymerization that we have in graveyard, if we are on the field, to go for the Sunriser, which will search for Miracle Fusion, and then we can go for the Elemental Hero, which is going to go for the combo of the setting. But we could also do, using these three, go for Mali, and then we can activate the effect of Polymerization, fusing these two together to go for Sunrise. Sunrise effect is going to be activating here, as well as Liquid Soldier. You're going to want to go Liquid Soldier 1, Sunrise 2, which you'll just search for the copy of Miracle Fusion, because you do not want to draw Miracle Fusion off the other two. And then we'll cut first, and then we draw two. Wow, okay, that's pretty crazy. And discard one, we're going to be discarding the Ash Blossom. Wow, that feels kind of weird. So we have the Denier, the Mali, and Graveyard still. So we still need to find a way to get Dark Angel onto the field, which I don't think we're going to be able to do here. Here, you can activate the Miracle Fusion, you know, using this, or should say banishing that, as well as we do not have any doubles. But we're gonna go with Shadow Mist because we do have a double. We do have these Stratos. We'll go for Shadow Mist so it can't really get caught by the grave during the next turn. And then that will be able to summon out the Awaken the Elemental Hero. Then we can go effect, pop those two, which will be able to go Chain Link 1, activate Enforcer. Chain Link 2 will be the Elemental Hero because we know you want to be able to protect and get chain blocked because Bell is very strong. Then we're going to get Shadow Mist onto the field. We have not activated Shadow Mist effect this turn, so they'll be able to add us the Mass Change. We can then set the Mass Change, activate the Evil Angel here, setting itself to the graveyard. We have 3, setting itself onto the opponent's side of the field. And we still have an Ash Blossom in our hand, like the last combo. Then during the standby phase, we will be able to see the Phoenix Enforcer. And then I believe this actually negates... This negates Dark Angel, so there's really no point of doing that. We'd actually probably just keep that on the field. Because giving them the Plasma doesn't really do... Or giving them the Dark Angel doesn't really do anything when you have Dark Angel on the field. But I guess it does stop all the Cashier monsters from summon themselves. So you could potentially do that if you wanted to. It's just also good follow-up if you want to keep it in your hand if they get rid of the Plasma. And then you can obviously activate your Mass Change, send Shadow Mist, summoning out your Dark Claw. Then Shadow Mist will just search you for any other card, which could be the Vion, could be the third Stratos, because we are going to be on third Stratos now, or anything else you want to play in your deck. This is pretty much the ultimate combo, part 2, I guess. If you guys see, there's a little bit of a trend with what you end on. DPE, Sunrise, Malicious, Wake Up is pretty much your best cards of the deck. I wish that Hero Lives didn't pay 4,000. But like now with the Manadome or Manadium, I think the TCG name is, they actually summon out Plasma and stuff, which can just send Vista Starfrost or act as Vista Starfrost, which is kind of unfortunate. Here we're going to cut once again, going into the final combo here. We're going to be seeing Mass Change, Shadow Mist, Malicious, Fusion Destiny, and Stratos. Wow. Pretty crazy. Fusion Destiny is still busted, I'd like to mention. So you're going to be normal summoning out the Stratos, activate the effect, searching for Ferris, obviously. Activate Ferris, discarding, summon itself out. And then we're going to activate the effect of Ferris, putting the increase onto the field. If you guys don't know this by now, you guys definitely can fast forward. There's not very much to show. Activate, it's going to be the same thing as normal, or speeding up, what am I saying? Summon itself out, activate the effect. Here we already have it in graveyard, but we do not want to send Denier because of the fact that we want to activate Fusion Destiny at the end of the turn. So here we will be sending a copy of Liquid Soldier. We're going to activate the effect, banishing the Ferris, search for Polymerization. I don't know why I cut my deck. And so you have to keep 2 Destiny Heroes in your deck, 1 level 6 or higher, or I guess Plasma. And then you can either keep the Denier in your deck, or you could keep the what's his name in your deck as well, your Dark Angel. Depends what you side out as well. This is going game 2 or 3. If you're going second, you side out the Dark Angel, so it's important to note. So here we're going to link those 2 off for our good old Cross-Trader. Cross-Trader effect's going to activate here, reborning the Mali. Activating the effect, popping Mali, search for Denier. Then you're going to activate this Mali. We have the Dark Angel in the deck right now, so it's important to note. And then we're going to be activating the Polymerization to fuse these 2 away. Going for DPE. So, actually, why did I even go for DP when I have Fusion Destiny in hand? I mean, I guess you can go for double, but I really wouldn't see that. Why you do want to do that? Instead of going for DP, you could really go for like any other monster you really wanted to, I guess. Yeah, you'd probably not do that, actually. You'd probably keep that in hand, keep that on field. And you'd probably go for really any other one that you wanted to. We don't have a light monster, so we can't really even go for the copy of whatever. Guess you could link these two away for Wonder Driver. I'm just trying to go for a different combo here. Kind of rough, to be honest. This is definitely rough. I guess we would go polymerization here, fusing these two, or do you even do that? It has to be a light and an elemental hero monster. So yeah, I guess you'd do these two. Go for the Shining. Super weird line of play, I know. I don't even know why I'm doing this myself, to be honest. When Shining is destroyed, you can add back these two or whatever else you banish. So really, if you wanted to, you could have banished the Liquid Soldier with the Vion. It really depends on what you wanted to. You could have also, like, we could have polymerization into Sunriser instead. Actually, yeah, that's probably what we should have done. What am I saying? I'm sorry for scuffing this up, guys. So here we go, polymerization. Use Denier and the Stratos. That's what I mean. Like, I'm learning the deck, boys. I'm sorry. And we're going to be summoning out the Stratos. Stratos effect's going to activate here. Search us for the Miracle Fusion. And then Poly's in the graveyard. Then we're going to activate the Wonder Driver effect to reset polymerization. Very important to note. And then if we wanted to here, we could then activate the effect of Denier, summoning itself out by putting the Mali back on the top of the deck, which will allow us to have a dark for the mass change, or if we wanted to activate the effect of whatever it's called, of the Fusion Destiny, we could send itself, or we could activate Plasma, or not Plasma, we could activate the Mali as well to summon itself back. We don't need that many bodies onto the field. So here we're going to be going into, we have 4 cards. We know we have these stuff in hand, so we can activate this. We have to want to activate this last because we get locked in the Dark Heroes, so it's not very good. But we can activate the Miracle Fusion here, which can be able to banish a Liquid Soldier, as well as, what other card do we want to add back? As well as the, well, we will have to actually, yeah. Going for these two. To go into the Shining. Then we can activate the effect of Liquid Soldier here. She has to draw 2 and then discard 1. We already knew we were drawing the Mali. So we will be sending, no, that feels so rough, you know, going for Liquid Soldier to draw 2 cards when we don't really even need to. And if you draw into any of your Destiny Hero stuff, it's very unfortunate. We're going to be discarding the Shadow Mist here. And then Shadow Mist effect can activate, searching us for any hero we want, which is going to be the Plasma. Here we have 3 heroes on the field, so we can activate the effect of Plasma. It's going to be summoning itself out. And then we have, you know, enough card in the field as well. We can activate the Fusion Destiny if we wanted to, summoning out, or I guess using. This is like super scuffed, guys. I want to apologize once again, you know. Not my best work. Using those 2 for a DPE, and you are ending on the DPE Plasma board. Shining effect will also activate, allowing you to add back these 2 if you really wanted to, which is good for follow-up, or you could add back the Sunriser to your extra deck. We are locked in the Dark Heroes, but I guess you could also activate that before you activated Fusion Destiny. So if you wanted to go like polymerization, fuse into like this if you really wanted to. And then you can have that on the field if you really wanted to as well, prior to activating Infusion Destiny, because you are locked in the darks. Like, this is not a horrible field. You can also activate the mass change or set mass change if you wanted to, which will leave you for the Ferris on the field. Plasma is really great, obviously, you know, being a one-handed skill drain. DPE is also huge with all even bodies on the field and in the graveyard. And then, you know, being able to pop all the stuff if you have the best DP pop in the game, you know, popping this. Or if you really wanted to, you can go for the mass change to go into the stuff, popping that back row. Not a horrible field. And then obviously you draw for turn as well. And you will be able to get, I guess you don't even get Mally and you can't get Denier. Well, it's not too bad. But, you know, this is a pretty scuffed video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Next time, if you guys want any more combo videos, I'll do a better job. Hope you guys enjoyed these test stands as well, and hit that thumbs up button, as well as subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and we'll see you in some more live duels with heroes. Thanks, peace, and stay safe.